Oh my gosh, I just watched my first video that I shot yesterday. My voice was super tight. And then my decision was, okay, so let me make a second video. Let me use ChatGPT, and I have a teleprompter. I will just read this text in English and my grammar will be perfect and everything will be right. But oh my god, how wrong I was, because that video was such a pain. So that's why I just put that away and decided to record this second video without any script, but I do have the idea and talking points that I want to cover. So probably if you are not native speaker and you're trying to record your first video, you probably will be very similar in the position that I was in my first video. Even right now, I try to relax, I try to speak from my heart and imagine that I'm talking to a friend when I'm looking into a lens. It helps to relax, but I think the only way to get around that is practice. And when you practice, I don't think that you can practice record yourself and don't post the video. I think when you record yourself and put that video on your YouTube, and then you go and watch that video, you have just a different perspective when you watch the video after it's become public and other people can watch it. And that happened to me. So my goal right now is to make sure that I can relax my voice and let myself make some mistakes in English language. That's not my native language. I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to be better in each video. But as you know, it's impossible to do when you just start it. So you have to go through this. And I think for me, at least, what I will continue in this channel, I will keep recording the videos and I will keep share with you my experience and maybe my wins and my losts, my wins and my loses. How you say this? Loses, losts? My wins and my losts? Or my wins and my loses? What I'm trying to say is that I want to become more comfortable in front of the camera. But I think every time when you start talking about something new, and it doesn't matter, even I noticed this in my native language, if I try to discuss with someone a topic that I know almost nothing about, it will be very difficult for me to talk about this topic. And the more I study about that, I feel more comfortable and I can talk about that more and more with more confidence. The more you practice, the better you become. And the only way to improve is to make a video, post it on YouTube, then watch it, hear the feedback from your viewers and improve. And currently I want to share with you two things that I noticed when I watched the video. So first, as I mentioned, was my voice. And hopefully right now I sound more relaxed. At least right now inside I feel more free, less tight. And I'm not afraid because that's my second time. Maybe still feel a little bit uncomfortable in front of the camera, but not as the first time. And definitely not the second time when I tried to use a teleprompter. I think too much pressure on reading, trying to deliver your line perfectly. No, I'm not gonna do this right now. And the second thing I noticed was the monotone. I thought for some reason that actually I raised my voice up and down, and I thought my voice was dynamic. I felt like something was maybe inside between the lines, but not really. And this brings me to my second point. When you speak to a camera, you have to exaggerate a little bit more. You have to act a little bit more. I think I heard about this when some American actors was explaining how to act on camera, that you have to kind of exaggerate a little bit more your emotions. And I believe the same applies to regular YouTube videos where you have to be a little bit more emotional. If you read a book and you start moving your hands around, moving your head around, you can express more emotions in your voice. Because when you record an audiobook, nobody can see your face. People can only hear your voice. That's why you have to really act a lot when you record an audiobook. And I decided to share this with you because if you just start in your YouTube channel and English is not your native language, or even if the English language is your native and you feel like something is not right, pay attention to these two things: your voice and the energy, dynamic. Do you sound monotone or dynamic? And I think it's really kind of easy to fix in the beginning of the journey. At least when you start thinking about these two things and try to improve, you will become better at each video. But if you don't pay attention on them and don't develop these two skills, of course you will not get better. And if you really want to check my first video, please go ahead and check it out and you will see exactly what I mean.